Alright folks, welcome back to Jim Boy's Kitchen. We're experiencing right now, upstate New York is experiencing a major snowstorm which will be depositing 4 to 8 inches of snow by Monday afternoon, January 23rd. And of course, in upstate New York, in the Schenectady area this time, 4 to 8 inches are expected. The first major snowstorm for upstate New York for the year 2023, and we are in January. Alright, by the 23rd of January, which will be Monday, the 23rd of January, 4 to 8 inches expected. With 100%, 90 to 100% chance of snowfall, and will be deposited 4 to 8 inches of snow. As you can see, it's going to be wet snow. All right, this is going to be very critical. Wet snow is very slippery. If it freezes, then it's going to be ice, mostly ice all over the roadways and the walkways. So you got to be very careful walking. As you can see, it's sticking like glue on the trees right now. Now, the trees are usually green in summertime, springtime, because of the wonderful green leaves. But during the cold weather, the leaves lost their strength to hold up on that limb, or the tree cannot sustain and keep up with the leaves because of the cold temperature. Alright, so this tend to wither out and fall off the limbs. Now, as you can see, they become white. That's because of the wet snow sticking like glue or crazy glue on these wonderful limbs, and kind of a look pretty, you know. Yeah, it's kind of a look pretty, like a white Christmas decorated white Christmas tree. Even though Christmas has went by, but you can see all the trees are becoming white because of the wet texture of the snow that's sticking along the limbs. And you can see drivers are being cautious driving at this time. The roadways and the sidewalks are very slippery, as this is only approximately, let's see here, if we could cut this is just about a quarter inch to a half inch of snow right now. So imagine a quarter inch to a half inch of snow right now is on the ground, and this will be at least within 4 to 8 inches of snow that will be falling. So it's going to be very critical by Monday, January 23rd, if the snowstorm develops very rapidly, or maintain its course towards the upstate region. All right, let's hope for the best, and good advice that it will be slippery. And once again, when this wet snow, if the temperature drop below 32 degrees, then this snow will mostly become very icy and slippery if not treated with salt. As you know, the sanitation workers are out there. The city is trying their best to take care of the streets. And of course, talking about the sanitation workers, this is how they maintain and get the snow off the road, by using their bladers. And of course, in the South America, they call that blade grader. Am I right? When you grade a mud dam and you make it smooth. But with a snow condition, when those graders pass by, they're no longer graded. They're called snow plows. Yeah, so when you have a lot of snow in the street and you see one of those trucks pass by with the blades, well, those are called plows. And of course, in the rear of those trucks, they maintain a machine or they have a machine there that throws salts with a wheel in the back that sprinkles the salt, which is pretty very good. Make it easier, and of course it's cover almost the entire road, as it depends on the size or the width of the road. It covers the entire street with salt, and that melts the snow, and of course hope for the best that it doesn't freeze. But the salt maintain a good much hours of keep that snow melting for a long time. And of course, yes, as you see, motorists are driving with precautions, and of course sidewalks tend to be slippery. And this is the first major snowstorm that is taking place in upstate New York. If it continues its path towards upstate New York, Schenectady, then it's going to be 4 to 8 inches by January 23rd, 1 p.m. And of course, it's a 90% chance of snow showers that will be deposited on the ground. All right, and Jim Boy's Kitchen is in the Schenectady area this time. All right, and that's the roadway right now. Now, you notice the dark spot on the roadway. That's where the vehicles has passed very rapidly, every couple of minutes or seconds, you would say. And of course, the engine tends to melt the snow. That's the heat from the motor tends to melt the snow and help assist it with accumulation, snow on top of snow. And of course, you got the sanitation workers that pass by with the salt to keep the roadway kind of dry. And of course, you got the traffic condition. Buses are taking the time, and of course, that's the 355 that runs from Schenectady, New York to Colony Center in Colony. Yeah, and you know, precautions have to be maintained during this treacherous, that is, snowstorm that is presented itself right here. We got a car coming in here, taking its time. Now, it's very slippery. You could also slide easily if you don't drive and take care, all right, when you make a turn. You know, like you you drive into mud, you know, in South America or the Caribbean or wherever it doesn't get snowy. All right, wherever it doesn't get snowy, mud, I would say, is much safer than ice or snow, because with mud, when you drive and you mash your brake, or if you're scared, you're gonna sink downwards into the mud, and it's gonna come to a point where the mud will chock your tires or your wheels, and you'll come to a full stop, even though you'll be stuck fine. But with an icy weather or an icy roadway or a sidewalk, and when it becomes ice, all you're going to do is skate on top of that ice. All right, you're not going to come to a stop until you collide with something, if you don't drive or walk with precautions. All right, and of course, this is not a time for running. Yeah, right here in upstate New York. And of course, it's Jim Boy's Kitchen with you here. It's 10 o'clock in the evening right now, as the snow, I would say, just began to compensate itself for its path, all right? Showing itself up right now through the trees and the ground once again. And of course, this will continue, scheduled to continue until 1 p.m. on Monday, January 23rd, right here in upstate New York, and Jim Boy's Kitchen in the Schenectady area. All right, so precautions is a must. As you look at the trees, looking beautiful, but it's because of, once again, the wet snow that's sticking towards the limbs. Yeah. And the snow continues right here in upstate New York. And I must tell you, precautions must be taken in the snow. And I got this gentleman here, I got a wonderful gentleman here that's walking with his bicycle right now. And of course, I think that's a very good, this is a very good reason for walking, because it's very slippery. What do you think? Hey, welcome, man. Jim Boy's Kitchen. How you doing on YouTube here?
Yo, how you doing, Bobby?
Yeah, man.
Yo, listen, my name's Jeremy the Barber. I'm from Schenectady, New York. Everybody know me around here. I just ride on my electric bicycle and everything, but I would not take a chance in running the bicycle with the snow. It's really dangerous. You gotta be careful. There's a lot of people driving that ain't be looking both sides. Always do, you gotta look at both sides. Be careful, bro. It's really dangerous. Please, don't drive with your bicycle or motorcycle in the snow. My name's Jeremy. God bless you. Amen.
Oh, man. Yeah, say that again, brother.
Look, I'm walking right now. I didn't go.
Very good, man. All right. Well, thank you very much, brother.
Okay.
A very good advice from the gentleman with the bicycle, all right? You see, he's got to walk with the bicycle. You don't want to take chance and ride it this time, because you could slip or you could fall. The bicycle will not maintain your weight. Well, let's put it that way, all right? The bicycle will not be able to maintain your weight. So precautions is a must. As we see another guy trying to ride through his bicycle here, but you know, there will be a time where I think the first bicyclist made the right choice, because I have seen in this amount of snow, even though it's a half an inch on the ground right now, it's becoming slippery, and your bike, I would not mention the word for no reason, but a bike will tend to want to slip at any kind of a circumstances, whether you're in a downhill area or uphill especially. All right, so precautions is a must, and let's wish him good luck, that second bicyclist, all right? And I know it come to a point where he will know that it's dangerous to ride after 2 inches of snowstorm, because you're going to be using effort, going not much of a way, and taking chances to slip and slide. Jim Boy's Kitchen on another mission right here as upstate New York, expecting a snowstorm, 4 to 8 inches expected by January 23rd, Monday, and estimated to maybe deteriorate around 1 p.m. or so on Monday, January 23rd. And hey, let's hope for the best. Oh man, and you see guys walking, people walking, but they're walking with a special effect of taking their time. You got to look down, don't look up, don't look all the way straight. You have to look down to see where you're stepping on. You might be stepping on a piece of ice, and that's what they call black ice also. When the ice melts, it becomes water. Then with the temperature, the cold temperature below 32 degrees freezes. Now I'm going to tell you something, the temperature at 32 degrees or above will be stable to warmth, all right? But below 32 is freezing temperature. It tends to freeze more than your freezer. The weather in the northern part of the United States of America in the wintertime tends to freeze more than your freezer, because, and the thing about it, you got no control of controlling it. Oh, it's Mother Nature, controlled by the great Almighty. Unlike your refrigerator, your freezer, you could control the kind of a freezing. If you see ice builds up in your, if you see ice build up in your freezer, you could always raise the temperature. But with Mother Nature, with this type of weather, when the temperature goes down to 0 degrees, 10 degrees, it's much colder, 100% freezing more than your freezer in your home. And it's something you cannot control, only controlled by Mother Nature, the Almighty Lord, we want to say. So this is what's making it treacherous. Now, I can bet any one of you that if you were to take out, let's say you're to take out, let's say a cup of water, and you put it in your freezer that's in your house at a regular freezing temperature, all right? And you bring the same, another cup of water, full the same level, and put it outside when it's below 32 degrees. I'm pretty sure that the cup of water will freeze on the outside faster than your freezer in the house because of the wind chill that will be taking place also. That's what helped the temperature to go down and freeze more. Unlike your freezer in your home, you don't have much of wind in your house, all right? So this is the difference. So outside is always more freezing in the winter time, so long as the temperature is below 32 degrees, and unexpectedly it could drop rapidly to 0 degrees. Put it that way, 10 degrees, 20 degrees. But when you set your freezer in your house at 31 degrees or 30